Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gamer girls, I have a rather special gift for you today because today we're going to go back in time. Figuratively, not literally, I'm not magic. So today we're going to be going back to the year 2013, where I want you to imagine a young Joseph Filmography receiving a gift for Christmas. The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Now this game is fantastic and I love it and it's one of my favorite games ever, but it's not what we're talking about today, so you can forget about it, except for the fact that The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds came with a special gamer code for our young hero to use on the Nintendo eShop to get another Legend of Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons. This is what we're talking about today. Now, A Link Between Worlds was definitely my top priority. It was much more impressive and, fun looking. But Oracle of Seasons was very good too, and I very much enjoyed it. I have a lot of fond memories of this game, even though, being honest, I've never actually beaten it. I think I'm stuck on like the level 7 dungeon or something. It's been a minute. But one of the things that stuck with me from the very first time I played the game was the Overworld theme. Now, the Legend of Zelda theme has appeared in many games throughout the years, so as you can imagine, there are who knows how many iterations of it at this point. But this version here is definitely one of my favorites, and it's actually because of this part right here. I just love the combination of the low and high notes there, transitioning into a new piece that I was unfamiliar with. It was really cool, and a simple little musical trick that really caught my attention. And frankly, that's just stuck with me, and that's all there really is to it. I just like that song. Now fast forward to years down the line, and I discover, I think just last year honestly, oh crap, that's the Overworld theme from Link's Awakening. And Oracle of Seasons is not a particularly popular game, but Link's Awakening is. So knowing how much I love this theme, I start looking for, orchestral remixes of it, because Zelda fans go crazy with remixes of old games' music. So I'm looking for some remixes of this song, and I found something interesting. The song appeared in Smash Bros. As Tall Tall Heights. So of course, naturally, I gave it a listen, because I hadn't heard it in the game yet, and what I found was shocking. Now I know this all sounds pretty standard so far, but I want you to listen to that transition piece that I liked so much. The high notes. Where are they? Why are they completely absent? That was the reason I liked this song at all. So you can imagine my shock when I discovered that they just weren't there in Smash Bros. Seems like a really weird decision to cut out such a good little piece of the song and just sort of made for no reason. Like, you'd think that's a pretty important part of the instrumentation, you'd want to keep it in there. And when you listen to the original piece, I know it's hard to interpret what the bips and boops are supposed to be, but you can kind of tell that the lead of the song leads into the high notes. They're clearly supposed to be there, so I don't know why they aren't. And frankly, this bugs me, because this song is so good, and yet this one little thing automatically loses so much of my interest, because it's the contrast between the low and high notes together that makes it so interesting to listen to in the first place. So why would they cut out the interesting part of the song? That's not to say the remix isn't fine on its own, but why would they remove that? I just don't get it. But here's something interesting. Link's Awakening had a remake in 2019. So this isn't the only time Nintendo has remade this song. So I start looking into the Link's Awakening soundtrack, because I'm like, okay, Smash Bros. Didn't do it right, I'm sure Link's Awakening will. So I gave it a listen, and what I found was shocking. It's still gone. Where are the high notes? Like, Nintendo, I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation. Those 3 notes are so important in this song to actually transition it into the second part. So where are they? It's baffling to me. Like, I get it, you know, Smash Bros, that's fine, because Smash Bros has remixes that change parts of the song all the time. That's normal because it's Smash Bros. But to do it twice in a row? Did you hear the original song? And what's even weirder, what's even crazier, is that usually when Nintendo screws something up this bad, the fans will come back and fix it on their own. So I started looking into the orchestral remixes of this song, and they left it out too! Why does everyone hate these 3 notes so much? I don't understand it. These are the best 3 notes of the song, and the people despise them. Well, I want justice for the notes. The high notes deserve to be heard. You can't steal this from them. Luckily, there is one remix that I've been able to find that is beautiful and excellent and leaves the high notes in the song where they should be. Isn't that so much better? Like, I get it. Link's Awakening Remake has a smaller instrumentation to sound, you know, childish and toy-like almost. The point is to not have many instruments going. But would it have really killed them to put in 1 violin or viola? Like, that can't be that hard. Did they just have a rule that you can't use more than like 5 instruments at a time? Oh wait! Tall Tall Heights exists! And they did it in that song! So what's with the Overworld theme? Well, I will not stand for this injustice any longer. And you know what, Nintendo? You may hate this song, but I don't. And neither does the guy who made this remix. So you know what? You know what, Nintendo? You messed up in this Link's Awakening remake. And I am going to fix it. But if I'm being honest, this is such an important thing to get done. It feels like the weight of the world is on my shoulders right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this all. And am I gonna do the song justice? Is my remix going to be good enough? Am I going to be able to correct enough of Nintendo's monumental mistake to make this song worthy again? My hands are shaking. I don't know if I can do this, but I'll give it my all. Okay, so if you can't already tell, I was joking. That was freaking easy. It's 3 notes! Nintendo, I made your song better than you did. How does it feel? How does it feel to be outdone by 3 freaking notes? I swear, man, people are pissed off about freaking Skyward Sword HD and the price of WarioWare. They're scared of Nintendo scamming them out of their money. What about Nintendo scamming you out of your music? Aren't you people gonna pay attention to the real problems here? Jeez. I need to take a break from this stupid community.